2, 1, and we're live. In this video, we are going to discuss the hot NFT market in January 2022. It's up-only season, and we're going to dive deep. As usual, if you are interested in this content, make sure that you hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. It really helps us out to put out videos every single day about the NFT market. And as always, this is never financial advice. We are not financial advisors. The NFT market is incredibly risky, so always do your own research and invest at your own risk. Gentlemen, January has been smoking hot for the NFT market. Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and Bored Ape Kennel Club.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt there, Pio. 8.5 floor on Doodles. Back to you, Pio.
Woo! Remember when I was complaining about those because I bought one at like 4.2?
You're showing job descriptions on your.
I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. All right. I'm off my game.
Sorry, he's on some painkillers.
We're hiring right now, in case you're wondering. And so, if you know any senior Rails engineers.
So the run was kind of led by Mutant Ape Yacht Club and Bored Ape Yacht Club. We saw some price discovery on Mutant Ape Yacht Club, kind of narrowing the gap between Bored Ape Yacht Club and the Mutants. Now it sounds like Doodles is proving itself to be a 10 ETH plus project. How great is that? But yeah, it is what it is. Coolman's Universe, someone in the audience already referenced. That one. That's ripping too. That one's going to 1 ETH. Yeah, I mean, look, everything's pumping right now. It's kind of an up-only season. We had talked about Deadfellas last week, and that was, definitely a sleeper that ended up pumping, and now we're at 1.72 floor on that. What do you guys make?
At the top, apparently.
Yeah, but it's still a good one. It's having your ETH plugged into that one all year will be a good move.
How is Deadfellas not above 3 ETH here? Like this, you have the most bullish season happening right now. Basically, I don't know if it's of all time. I don't know if it matches the Mutant one, but it feels this is of that caliber.
You're just pumping your own bags, bro.
If NFTs are not pumping to that degree, you got to start wondering. I fudded one yesterday and the floor dropped, and then I deleted the tweet because I felt real bad about that. So.
It's not the sexiest art, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the Mutants, but there's no Bored Ape to it. Maybe that's what they should do. They should come out with like Alive Fellas. And they go right.
Ooh,
little
that's
20K
one.
10K free claim. But yeah, they still pumped like pretty well. Like how low were they at the bottom? Like a 0.6, yeah.
Yeah.
Still a decent pump.
0.6. Yeah, I mean, I accidentally sold mine at 1. It's not the best. I left some profits on the table. Basically, left like 1 ETH of profits on the table just because I didn't delist, and I had it listed for a long time. When they didn't really move. They moved between 0.4 and 0.8 over and over again. So I actually thought that the 1 ETH, someone might snipe my like bucket hat one, and I could buy back in with a little bit of a profit. But I mean, some swing trade action.
Our Discord keeps talking about NFT Bored Bunny. That one is straight pumping, floor of 0.88. It's a bunny version of Bored Apes, basically a clone combo 3D form of Bored Apes.
Well, they actually decided they were better than Bored Apes, and so they minted at 0.4.
What?
Jesus.
And don't these like placeholders look almost identical to one of the ape derivatives that came out?
I
mean, all of them look the same. One of them is a copy of
it's all probably the same guys or girls.
So here's a conspiracy theory to throw out. This is not a conspiracy theory show, but I did see with the what's the Macy M1 or what was the baby Mutant Apes that
the one that you liked?
Yeah, and that I was selling, and then I fudded it on Twitter the other night or other afternoon, and I got a lot of hate for that, and I got rid of it. Maxi, M-A-K-C.
Yeah, Mutant Ape Kids Club.
Was down to 0.37. I sold that at 0.65.
Nice.
Karush. But there was what I started speculating, and it didn't seem whether or not my commentary was fair, but I have this vibe of a bunch of people right now really just churning out NFT projects just pump and dump
Oh,
style.
it's money grab season. It's money grab season.
Yeah.
And I mean, some of these will hold on for longer than not. But what people have to really realize is that the creators of these projects are getting millions of dollars at 98% margins, in their roadmap clearly shows that they're going to deploy probably 3% more of that capital on their roadmap and pocket a cool 90% profit on millions of dollars. And then some of these projects are making millions a day in secondary commissions. It's pretty bonkers. So the thing is, as long as that keeps going, it's just going to attract more and more and more people that want to access that kind of money. So you can't blame the people for launching these projects if people are going to line up and buy them.
Millions for a website. Yeah.
But what we're seeing is that we're seeing a lot of like not sort of traditional marketing, but we're seeing a little bit of an evolution of marketing in these. Previously, you kind of had to be in the in crowd of NFTs to get your project like to have a lot of traction, right? Like you needed like the CryptoPunk Discord to like you, or you needed the Bored Apes to like you. But now we've progressed to this space where you don't really need that. I mean, if you read what they say here, they have Floyd Mayweather bought one, David Dobrik, the YouTuber, bought one, over 200,000 members in Discord. So it's another one of those like Instagram, marketing NFTs, and it's working. So I mean, you can't hate on anyone. And then there's obviously a lot of money to be made because you could have minted them for 0.4. They went up to 1.2 and they're sitting at 0.94. So if you bought it, you're smart too, because you're up over 100% in less than 24 hours. So if you're getting in these projects and making bank, like kudos. If you're making these projects, kudos.
Someone just said Hate Beast has 490,000 people in their Discord. Dude, who's gonna be able to mint with that one? Like that literally, what is their mint
how do they
price?
even have conversations? Do you like segment people into like different like instances? Like how can you have like a 500,000 person discussion? I'm actually impressed that Discord can even handle that level of scale. Shout out to Discord, except for hating NFTs, you motherfuckers.
That's insane. Yeah, we can check it out. Yeah, 498,000 in their Discord right now.
I would have minted if they were above 500,000. I think 498 is a little weak. I only buy projects that are like above 500,000 people.
The mint price is 0.2 ETH.
I want to know the whitelist process. Like you probably have to like just like beat out other people in like a Squid Games kind of race to the whitelist with 500,000 other people. Like if 10,000 people can mint, do the math. Is that a 1 in 50 shot? So it's just got to be a race. People are pushing other people over. You know what I mean? There's no friends in the Hate Beast. It's every man for themselves.
I thought our Discord was active. I'm just checking it right now. Holy, it's insane. So, I mean, I can share and show if you want. But
sure,
you want me to do that?
But then and then we're going to talk a little bit about Coolman's Universe, a very interesting project. I know Nick's holding one. Let us pull up this.
The art is just so cute and cuddly. Feel like you could see it in a Barnes and Noble.
What are your odds of minting at this point? So if you have 10,000 NFTs,
1 in 50.
Divide, and 1 out of 50 exactly. You have 2% odds, which is not bad, except you don't have 2% odds.
But I mean, is this really absurd? Is it absurd that new projects are going to 1 ETH right away? Is it absurd that Hate Beast has 500,000 followers in it? This is kind of what we were talking about. NFTs were going to take over the world, and it's kind of showing the signs. Allison just posted in the comments, are Mega Mutant Serums really worth $6.2 million? Like we literally have $6.2 million offers on 1 out of 1 mutants.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is NFTs blowing up. This is what we talked about. Like we thought last year NFTs were blowing up. Last year was just the ramp up. And if you think about this, when did NFTs first blow up? They first blew up in January and February. So like, are we going to get another January, February cycle where everyone's sitting around in the cold, hearing about their stupid cousin who couldn't get 4 digits on the SAT score just made $50,000 last week. You know what I mean? Like, how many people are still yet to come?
What is the community at 500,000 people? Like, what is that even? What, like, I don't understand.
How many mods do you need with a fight? Do you need like 1,000 mods?
These are
just
all
have an
mods.
army of mods, dude.
These are all mods right here. But like, someone said made it to the Nifty Alpha. So there are people watching this show that are in here, but like, how many of these are actually active? I have no idea, but 500,000 people is just bonkers. We don't need to keep sharing that. But that's just a
that kind of gets me revved up. That gets me excited. Now we're looking at just a cute, cuddly NFT project. I mean, who can FUD something so cute and cuddly? And the price action is showing. People love the cute and cuddlies. Coolman's Universe. Can either of you give me some more details on this riveting project in front of us?
Well, the artist Coolman Coffee Dan, very popular artist. I don't know his exact background, but
cool
he has
name.
2.5 million followers on Instagram. Apparently he's a really good guy. Someone from his Discord reached out and was talking about the idea of him coming on the show. I told him absolutely. So hopefully that, he comes on at some point. But this project, Nick bought in at like under a quarter ETH in the first pump after it dropped, right? There was like, it minted out, and then there was that first pump that went to a quarter ETH. I know that you like maybe sold one, but you still have one. I almost feel like in this market environment at 0.93, is this a buy? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it probably is. I don't know. It's a tough one.
I'm not buying this shit, but that means it'll probably go up.
I feel like your video is slightly delayed, Pia.
Mine?
Yeah, but
I mean, these actually look pretty cute. They're like, once again, they're in the there's this hybridization of like Cool Cats vibes and like Doodles vibes and the emergence of the two. Random facts like Superlative Apes is almost at like a half an ETH. Wild. But I think this art's like pretty cute and cuddly. It's got 5K holders.
This one has room to go. There's supposedly a partnership going on between Doodles and Coolman's or something like that.
The faces are pretty cool.
That's what drove this pump. My guess is what we got here again is another 80th target on this one. That's what we're gonna throw out there. I'm just kidding.
These are kind of cute, man. I gotta say they're kind of cute.
Nick, is 2.25 ETH possible?
2.25 ETH
as a target.
I think they're cooler than Dead Fellas. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for that, but I'm sorry.
What?
Dead Fellas look great during the month of October.
You're out here throwing shade. Wow.
Well, just the fact that it's being compared to Deadfellas at all is pretty bullish for it. Because I'm a big fan of Deadfellas art. I think that this is pretty good. Like this guy on the bottom right with the shades, like it's a pretty good little Coolman.
What we know is that there's tiers to the NFT space. So there's projects that are just like there's psychological floors. So like 1 ETH is a psychological floor, 5 ETH is a psychological floor, right? We saw Doodles kind of ping off 5 ETH, right? And had to retrace, reconsolidate, then was able to break through. So you could see a similar thing like this. I don't know, with how so many other projects are priced, like 2.5 doesn't sound absurd. I mean, based on what I'm looking at on the ETH charts, I think we got probably another 30 days of funny money action. So, I mean, things could run a lot farther than you would expect. My only concern for a project like this would just be like the attention span of the economy or of the NFT space, because we're 4 days in and we've already seen so many new drops and stuff like that. Like you got to wonder, and there seems to be a lot of new people in the space, which is equally good and bad because new people sometimes like diamond hand the crap out of things. But then also, if you don't have a big stack, some people have a huge incentive to be like flipping in and out of projects. But I like the project. I think it could do well. I make most of my money below a half ETH. That's just, where I make most of my money. So I've had to just, unless I got super high conviction or just like a bunch of smart minds that are all in on it, so like Doodles, that's why I was, able, like I kind of bought in, even though it was against my normal buying philosophy. But yeah, I like to bat in the little leagues, man. I like to be hitting off that T-ball stand.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and I mean, just to kind of talk about that, the
Pio is
difference
going to be playing T-ball soon. Actually, that's going to be his next sport. After
Well,
his
actually,
ankle
someone
doesn't
compared
work out.
someone compared this to Alien Frens. Someone said they bought in at 0.9 and now the floor is 1.8. So if like Alien Frens can get to 1.8, Coolman's could probably get to 1.8. I've definitely heard about Alien Frens more than Coolman though, so they may have a little bit more momentum. But
Damn, they're at 1.4. Oh my god. Damn. Wow.
Well, they've had a ton of traction. Remember, this was the project that Pio really hated, which was a bullish indicator. And so, yeah, I
didn't
actually
hate the project. I hated the people getting in our
we don't. It's
chat.
all good. So we
just want to reiterate everyone that Pio does hate Alien Frens.
So yeah, I was thinking at 0.3 that these may actually be worthwhile. So much for that. Not going to make it. But would I rather have Alien Frens or Coolmans?
Coolmans.
I like Coolmans.
Yeah, Coolmans are pretty cool. I just love how cute and cuddly they are. You know, like the little like faces. You know,
Little pudgy.
They probably have a cute little voice. Like, have you seen the new Marvel movie with like the rings, Legend of the Seven Rings? You know, like the cute little cuddly animal that they have. It like shows them how to. Anyways, watch the movie. Kind of reminds me of that guy.
Alien Frens is being pumped by Gary Vaynerchuk. So
well, what I'm looking out for is the Alien Frens derivatives. That's what you want to get into.
I didn't know someone said that in our Discord people were buying this for 0.03. I'm like, where was I that day? Damn.
There's so much alpha on our Discord. I'm telling you, we need some sort of alpha newsletter so boomers like me can still play the game. Looking at
Nick
the 24
giving us more tasks to do.
No, I didn't say for you guys to do it. We could get some other Discords. They got like little like calendars and little like I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It's coming.
But look at the if you want to see a sign of the market. So last 24 hours, Doodles #1, 3.6K in volume. If you're taking 5% at 3.6K in volume, that's a milli a day. That's a milli a day that these top projects are printing.
Primate Planet is #1.
On your website, but on OpenSea it's not. Primate Planet right there with they're tied up. They're like, oh, actually you're right. No, OpenSea says it has higher volume, but ranked it lower. So no, you're 100% right. Primate Planet. Then we got Mutant. Then we got Board Bunny, CloneX, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Alien Frens, 1,200 volume. That's insane, man. That's
13
insane.
million on Doodles. I have 25 million written down here on Primate Club. Either our database went absolutely haywire, or this is just going bonkers. Doodles at 13 million. That's insane. Is that correct?
Dude,
that's correct.
3,600 ETH. Yeah, sounds exactly like it.
24 hours?
I mean, that's a lot of money. 24 hours. That's a lot of money getting flushed around the system.
Going over 10 million is a lot. We got Mutants over 10 million, Doodles over 13 million, Primate Planet over 25 million. Last time we saw something that high was Nike acquiring Artifact and seeing this with CloneX.
People want to get in, dude. People want to get in on the NFT space. You know, at first they hate it, then they FUD it. You know, or they make fun of it. What's the line? They make fun of it, they make fun of it, then they hate it, then they fall in love with it. The end.
Stop saying, but I like you're like, I don't even know. First they
whatever, right?
First they laugh at you.
Whatever.
Something like that.
What's crazy is the follow through in the volume for Primate Planet, because yesterday they did 8.8 and then today they did 25. So they 3x'd the volume. Same with Doodles. Yesterday 3 million, today 14 million. I mean, those are some bonker stats. So what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing mid chip and low chip season coming back around, right? Because we had like the Mutants run, we had the Bored Apes run. Once again, the blue chips, go for a run. Doodles making a run, And then now we're seeing the mid chips, the 1 to 2 ETH plays starting to make some pumps. So we know what's next. We know what's next. It's about to be the degen mint and flip season.
If you can get on the whitelist, that's the way the game has changed. It used to be
seems like I would
self-mint.
recommend getting on the Hate Beast. No one's heard of that one, so I'd check that one out.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Projects should be automatically putting us on the whitelist, and they should have like a concierge mint for you. They should be hitting me up asking for payment after they send me my whitelist mints. That's how it should work.
Yeah. Elderly Ape Retirement Club basically did that.
Yeah. I didn't mint those. I was stupid.
Neither did I.
Because it wasn't on the calendar. That doesn't exist. So I don't even know when the mint was.
We need to stop pointing out flaws with our Discord for now, because this is all about to be there. You know, I get the point. Okay.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm making an excuse for my lack of action.
But it just feels like a weakness. I take it as a weakness because I take all these things personally, and I like to be a perfectionist.
Well, that's why we're the best show that there is, and the best Discord that there is, because you hold yourself to such a high standard. That's why we're the number one. That's why we're the number one. Look at just the beauty of this mint pre-reveal right here. Just you got little aliens just shooting into Earth. They don't care where they're going. They're hitting right. Yeah, they're hitting right in the middle. Creeps Invasion Pass. What a time to be alive.
Whoppy bought 14 of these, and then he sold like 8 or 9 of them at 24. I don't know if he held them all the way to 38. But like, so basically to me, the difference between buying like, say, something at 1.5 ETH or higher, like 2 ETH, 3 ETH, is that when you buy these, like you were talking about at Kicks, like you make your money under a half ETH. These were trading at like between 0.11 and 0.16 when most of our Discord accumulated. So Whoppy bought like 14 of them at that number, right? So
is this related to the Illuminati project?
No, this is different.
We'll talk about tokens called Illuminati. If you click on their website, we discussed that later
on the morning show. There was that's a little bit of confusion there.
But
yeah, they got shapeshifters. I mean, yeah, this is pretty cute, man. This kind of reminds me of American Dad art almost.
That's fair, but like on these ones, right, you can like double, triple your money. Like, so if you bought this at like 0.12 and you sell it at 0.38, that's like basically a legit triple. Like after fees, it's a little bit less. Maybe it's a 2.5, but like 2.5ing on a Doodle right now, it's got to go to 20 ETH, which maybe it will. But then the fees, when they're up that high, it's like, it's tough. When you start doing percentages of like 15, 20 ETH selling a mutant, you're not scraping anymore. So I get what you're saying, but the thing is, you can end up holding bags of unproven NFTs, and you'll have a lot of them. You know,
here's the thing: how many cycles have we been through? During the up cycles, everybody's like, this to this price, that to that price. This is underpriced. This should be X. This should be Y. This should be Z. And then 2 weeks later, everyone's like dumpster fire. Like the world is burning. Everything's over. It's beautiful cycles, but the cycles move quick. My opinion is you should trade in these areas, unless you have super fucking high conviction. In these periods, you should be trading on 2 windows, 24-hour windows and 7-day windows. That's what you should be trading on. 24-hour windows. If you're hitting like a 2-3x out of the gate, you should be in and out of that thing, or at least trim your bags. If you have higher conviction, you can trade on 7-day windows, but like 90% of your plays, like look at Feudals, man. Feudals was like a 24-hour window play. The Feudals, you get in at 0.1, you 10x, you fucking peace out. Never hear from the project again.
Someone asked, how do you plan to punish Nifty followers if they relist your NFT within 24 hours? And I'll tell you how. I'm going to buy it. So if they end up selling it, I'm going to buy it. Actually, there's a limit to that. And I've been, the more that I think about it, the more that it makes less sense for me to be holding too large of a bag of my own, because then selling it is bearish. So essentially I'm just
and who cares if someone sells, because then someone else can buy that actually wants to be in the project.
Exactly. And I'll buy and I'll give it to people that I want to give it to. And if they sell it, okay, cool. But like, no, we're not like approaching it like, you know, we're going to discourage flipping. Like, look at the show that you're watching. The show's about speculating on NFTs. If somebody wants to sell our NFT, all the power to you.
Get that cash, man. Get that cash money.
You're making.
We're just gonna make you. we're just going to make you feel so much pain as we execute our roadmap. It's just going to hurt deep down in your plums. You're going to feel the tension in the air every day you wake up and you draw your first breath.
You're just going to be sitting there looking at it the same way that I was looking at Gary V's Friends pumped to the moon after interviewing him and not buying at 0.5 and 1 ETH and saying, well, that was dumb.
Yeah.
That's my general thought. I want people to feel stupid for not holding on. That
Fade
said,
me, bro.
I want you to
Fade
make
me,
money.
bro.
If you make
Fade
money
me,
because
bro.
that's the market we're in, make money.
Make money.
Show's about making money. I'll be the first
We're
to
all
say,
about that money.
if you can change your life by selling any NFT, including ones that we create, change your life. Get out there and do it.
If you get rich in 2022, just don't turn into a piece of shit. Like, still be a nice guy. You know what I mean? Be a good person. Don't go and flex. Okay. Wear the same clothing. Shower less. You know what I mean?
Thank us every single day in the Discord. That's all that
go
we're
out,
looking
treat
for.
yourself to a nice omsaki meal, but don't go blow your cash around. Okay. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know, hold on to that. You know, be someone that's, you know,
smart
about it long
Be
term.
what you want to be, you know?
So we're looking at the Wolves.
I sold out of this today. I liked seeing it up at like towards 0.3. I sold
out here just taking gains. Can we at least recognize how far we have come on this show? We've gone from Pio being an athletic kickboxing ninja with no trading skills whatsoever, high conviction in Bitcoin, to phenomenal trading skills, making gains, to being a crippled person because he can't stand
Temporary
anymore because
disabled.
he blew out his crippled a bad word? Sorry,
No,
disabled.
but he's temporarily disabled. Yeah.
Okay, temporarily disabled. Is crippled a mean word? I'm sorry if that was.
Pio. No, I don't think it's a bad word. Pio is a very competitive individual, as we can see with his trading. Got out for a little 3v3 ball, you know, trying to win. He's not going to let these 22-year-old street ballers take him down. So what happened, Nick?
Well, what happened was Pio got out real aggressive, bouncing that ball. Some guy comes in, juked him out, broke. Pio's ankles just gone, snapped, boom.
Pio popped his Achilles tendon like the NFT markets in October. That thing just popped.
Just gone.
Just saying that word is making my stomach turn, man.
It's hurting.
But
don't throw up, man.
If anybody,
I was just going to say another small problem is that we don't have health insurance yet at Nifty Alpha. So we will be raising a GoFundMe for Pio. Really bad timing to be out there on the courts, taking an injury. And ruptured Achilles tendons isn't the cheapest surgery. They got a tendon's kind of delicate. They really got, it's not just like resetting a bone. They got to get in there with like tweezers, just realign all that stuff. So GoFundMe will be out tomorrow. Appreciate your support.
So Wolves, but you made money on this, Pio. So how's that going?
Feel good. I mean, this is like a prime example, right? Where this came out and there was like a good amount of hype, right? And so there was hype around the project. People in our Discord bought in between 0.12, 0.14. It then went down to 0.08. People like me and Nifty Nick, we sold out of it at that point because it was like, this thing's just going to go to zero. This is an Anon team. We don't know anything about this, blah, blah, blah. At that time, Easy Eats Bodega was buying, right? So we were selling for a loss. Easy Eats Bodega was like, I'm buying the bottom, right? And then you look, it goes to 0.3. So like, if a project is good, which is the whole challenge is figuring out, is the project good, right? That's the name of the game.
That's the name of the game.
But if it's good, then when it goes down, you should get excited. You should buy it, right? So like Properties went down to 0.039, and then they had their little news event and they pumped into 0.1. Not like the craziest thing ever, but like buying at 0.039 would have been a good idea if you wanted to take gains at 0.1. I think it's probably still a good idea with that one. Like I've just been holding that, and I figure at some point the devs are going to do something and we're going to see something with that one. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of times when other people are like panic selling for a loss, that's actually the best time to buy.
Yeah, I agree. I sort of wonder though, like if we were doing an NFT and we came out with this art, do you think people would be stoked or they'd be disappointed?
Like this exact art, I feel like our community would be like, this was what you came up with, like wolves, like, you know what I mean? Like, just because it's kind of random, you know what I mean? But like, that's us, right? But that doesn't mean that this thing is bullshit.
Yeah, this kind of gives me the pixel art vibes of late 2021, like the
you said Sonic the Hedgehog last time.
Kaiju Kings esque kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That shit was super hot. A lot of Solana art does this look. I like the look, man. I think it's cool and unique. They definitely stand out in the space. I could see these making it'd be hard for them to get over, 1 ETH, and someone will clip that when they do. But I'm going to hold these to at least 0.5, dude.
Holding it during the pump. There's no doubt that this is going to pump here, so it's great to as long as we're in pump season, and we are deep in pump season. We're seeing record numbers day after day. So
I'll tell you what.
We saw yesterday beat the day before. Today,
Crazy.
Similar volume that we're seeing right now, and it's just absolutely bonkers. I mean, we thought what's insane.
And remember 2021? Remember 2021 in January and February, Nick? That was blow up season.
What's insane is that the real explosion was July or August. August, OpenSea went from $328 million up to $3.4 billion. That's basically what happened. And it's never gone below. It hit $2.3 billion in November. Last month, December, $3.2 billion. So we're back over second highest month. So while it felt like things were cooling off, the aggregate of the market it's become much bigger. And I think all that we're seeing is new people come in, more supply, and we're just seeing the adjustment between supply and demand. That's the way that the market works.
I think I'm going to wait for us to clock 3 days in a row above $1 billion on OpenSea, and then I'm just going to sell everything. I'm just going to dump everything and just peace out.
I definitely did a daily volume. Looking at the daily well, actually, no. So we haven't done $1 billion. We're at 255 million. But yeah,
I think we hit $1 billion once in August, right? One day, maybe. No.
This
Okay,
is
whatever,
literally
bro.
the highest. Like the highest is like 300 million.
You should show us like a technical chart. Do a little TA for us. Mad Perfect asks, I'm gonna need a Captain Kicks link style update after Nick and PO paper handed. Great question. I still own 19. I will be holding them until they get to a 1 ETH floor. And I will be graciously allowing Pio and Nick to use one of my passes to go on a golfing trip together, but they will be paying for the private jet that we'll be chartering. So it's not like I'm giving them away for free. And then I'm going to go whoop their ass on the golf course.
Is my physical therapist coming along? Is that the foursome? Us three and my.
We're gonna have you in one of those like wheelchair mods for golf where you kind of just one hand whack that thing. We got you, bro. Don't worry.
So, okay. So what are the other projects that we're checking out? By the way, the Nifty, I don't know if you loaded up that site. The chart is now fixed. We got some big things coming. Developer is cranking. We're making straight progress now. We got momentum. It's back. Your boy Nick here is not coding that. And it's one of the best things to check out. What's the deal with Fanta Bear? What's the deal with like Neo Tokyo? They're over 12 ETH is where those are at.
Well, that's Alex Becker.
Yeah, but like, and it's a limited supply. It's actually surprisingly low, I guess, then from that standpoint that it's 4.5 thousand supply at that price.
That's pretty crazy that there's a 12 ETH floor on 4.5 thousand supply. That's crazy.
Crazy high or low?
Hi, dude. I mean, that's like a lot. I understand Doodles is ripping and everything, but Doodles gets like the whole NFT market. Neo Tokyo gets like Alex Becker's YouTube fans, which I know there are a lot of them.
I think it just goes to show the power of YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's really all that matters.
What's
we don't know anything about that.
Journey under 2 ETH, 10K, something like that.
That's a good question as well. The floor right now in Journey Club is 2.4. Yeah.
That's
That's still
crazy.
good. That's still
Yeah, that's
solid,
good.
man.
It's really good.
And that's for a supply of
Look at
10,000.
the unique holders. 7.6K uniques out of 10. That's
The
massive.
the thing about that was the whitelist for this was
People
like,
multi-walleted.
yeah, I think so, because the Doge pound. And it's like when you do that, you don't really like move the NFTs to one wallet afterwards. You know
No,
what
you
I
just keep
mean?
them separated. Just sell them off when you want to.
Yeah.
I
So
move them around. I move them to my hot wallet to dump.
And gaming is absolutely exploding. Pio did an interview yesterday with just some beautifully dressed, or 2 days ago, beautifully dressed people, Wappy and Easy Eats, rocking some suits to talk about DeFi Kingdoms, which, if you've checked, is ripping to all-time highs right now, above a top 100 coin and above $10 billion if like their value was fully diluted, which of course it's not.
Which token? One or
It's Jewel. Yeah, the
Jewel.
token's called Jewel.
damn?
It's actually
I'm not
like
in Jewel
101.
yet because I didn't finish that conversion. I have money on Harmony, but I've not made any of the conversions.
Yeah, so the 24-hour trading volume on that coin is 75 million, market cap 1.3 billion dollars. We're seeing a big pickup recently in Wolf Game, so we see a lot of smart money positioning for
Oh my
the
gosh.
the play to earn game. And look at
missed
that wick up right as I'm talking about how that wick up is
I
mid
missed
right
it.
there. That's the
This is
Nick wick.
awful.
That's the Nick
Oh
wick
my
right there.
gosh. So now I can't even buy it. I need to just move my ETH back and say, well, that was a good game.
Yeah, keep saying that until it gets to 5 billion. But what we're seeing is a repositioning of smart money in the play to earn gaming space. And I think that, profile picks are still doing phenomenal right now, doing really, really, really well right now. And I think that we'll probably see even more of like a shift into gaming if the smart money kind of goes there first. Usually everyone else will kind of follow in. So it'll be really interesting to see that trend evolve. Metaverses still doing really hot right now. NFT Worlds, I think, is still holding above a 3 ETH, which is phenomenal.
So
World Wide
crazy.
Web Land made a big pump to almost 1 ETH floor. So we're seeing every sector is hot right
tokens. Wait until BAYC comes out. I think basically those two, NFT gaming and then the Bored Ape token, those two things together are going to be bonkers. I think basically we're going to end up with competition between those two. The distinction, though, is there's very few PFP tokens that can rally to where I think Bored Ape Yacht Club will get. That said, I think a decent number can, and it's a very interesting. Basically, it's the last way that you're going to be able to get access to the social club, in my opinion. It's just pay your way in by buying those tokens. But why is any Bored Ape or Mutant going to sell the token? Like, there's almost like
the price is going to appreciate insanely.
The big thing is going to just be being awake and aware of the token airdrop within 5 minutes of it dropping.
Because knowing them after Mutant, they'll stealth it. They're going to stealth it.
Stealth the hell out of it. And then, like, basically you just want to put all your ETH into it. Not financial advice, but I'm assuming if you, like, in the first 5 minutes, if you find out about it, the only decision is to take all of your Ethereum and convert it to Bored Ape token.
Yep, totally. And I think that NFT game tokens will continue to do well. The problem is with like the 2021 NFT tokens, a lot of them were just like profile pick tokens, and you only could like use them to mint more profile picks, right? Or like more like derivatives. So there needs to be more utility, like what DeFi Kingdoms is doing. And then C Crumb says, y'all are talking about some real low tech games though. There's so much more to come. There is a lot more to come, but high-tech games, high graphic games are A, not easy to build, and B, there's no guarantee that a lot of these quote-unquote AAA games that are going to come out are going to understand NFTs, are going to understand crypto. You have to understand how to integrate it properly.
They're going to understand games is the bigger problem.
Exactly, or games themselves. Yeah.
You got the NFT people saying that they're going to go build AAA games. Dude, that's That's like being like, yo, we raised this money and now we're gonna go start a venture fund. Like you could
We're gonna build the next Facebook right now.
Yeah, you can't necessarily make that happen. Someone did ask those crypto raiders the next Axie. Captain Kicks has maybe an opinion on this.
I have a conflict of interest. No comment.
Sounds like yes.
We are benefiting very well from the gaming trend right now. I'm very confident in what we're releasing. We have a ton coming out in January. It's been fun. We've been kind of under the radar for the past 6 months, just building, and now we're finally getting some. It's definitely exciting to see it. And then also, I just want to say one more thing, because Crypto Raiders is what a lot of people would call a quote unquote low quality game. A lot of these games that are actually games you can play and not theoretical games that may be out in 2025, you're pretty much playing like early access alpha. You know what I mean? Where'd you buy those at, P.O.? Check the floor price. You're pretty much playing early access alpha. These games are going to be a lot more developed. Guess what one of the biggest game companies in the world is? Roblox. Go look at the quality of their graphics. Look at Minecraft and the quality of their graphics. Quality of graphics does not define the success of a project. It's at the end of the day is, do people have fun playing it? That's all that matters. Dude, so I got you nice little 4X there, 6X.
Yeah, a real 4X because it's on Polygon.
Are those on Matic?
Yeah.
Man, I should have. I mean, I sold these. I mean, I had a great gain on these buying in at like 0.005 or something. Is that what the naked bodies were?
0.01 at the beginning
0.01
in the earlier days.
And
yeah, $20, dude. Ethereum is at 2,000. It was like $20 to buy a character, USD.
And then I sold at 0.95 or something like that. I don't know. I bought like so many of them. That happened in like a few weeks. It was so good.
I can't believe it, man.
Were you even involved with the project at that point?
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a fun ride. I was pumping your back to you. I was hooking a brother up with some gains, man. Got you some of those sizzling gains.
It's literally all he was doing, Nick. You're trying to be like you were pumping your bags to me. He would have got you a 19x, and you're complaining.
Well, don't even tell him about how much you would have made on the token. So it would have been pretty high up there. I just lost my camera out of the mouth.
What happened to that microphone?
I just wanted to hold it by the handle. Call it, back to the snow globe days. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how this thing works, to be honest with you. So sometimes I play with it, and it just attaches. But
you're not supposed to touch that.
Yeah,
that's we've been. Anything? What else should we cover? So someone is posting that Crypto Mutts has a new partnership. Someone posted a couple times. This is Nick's favorite project right here, Crypto Mutts, by Kenny Schachter. Is it moving? No.
That thing's so dead in the water.
Stuff.
It's fire. It might be a buy here.
Hey, how's Party Degens doing? That's another classic.
Let's see.
No, let's make a guess before we pull it up. 0.15.
I'm not looking. 0.14.
0.169.
17. Off of Dutch auction to 0.5.
It's okay, man. Utilities.
I feel like was what you had to get. Well, they got some big parties coming though, so you won't want to miss out.
Bangers. You can't get in though unless you know the right people, even if you have the NFT.
This is ridiculous. You literally cannot get into the party.
It's all good though. Hey, there's been worse bags than this. I mean, at least it's still holding a floor. Good guys behind it. I don't want to trash them too hard. Hey, sometimes you got to print some money. I get it.
You got to print some money, fly in a private jet.
Cash.
That's the type of thing that you got to do. You know, like you can't commute in even first class. You need a private jet to get everywhere that you're going. So if you don't,
I'll be rolling up in that Honda Accord Uber to the party, baby. Let's go.
Dude, hell yes. Uber X. Although I actually took when I was in Miami, you could check a button now, and there's a comfort level for Uber X where you can get comfort. And I checked that
like
box,
heated seats and stuff.
That was no. It was literally just like not a like.
It was like leather seats. It was nice.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like just not a beat up car. Like it was basically.
Okay. It's a visual comfort more than a physical comfort.
Yeah, or like it wasn't a high, or would be a high ranked driver. Basically, that was the main thing, that they had received a lot of positive ranks, so you weren't going to get like shot by your driver.
That makes sense. Well, we've been going for 44 minutes now. Pio's probably got to go take his extra strength Tylenol. So we may need to wrap it up pretty soon. Shout out to Pio to coming on after staying up till 2 in the morning in the emergency room.
M3 doesn't matter, dude.
Oh, wow. Man, dude. Man, look at that. 6.2 million.
$6 million offer. Can we go to the M2s for a sec?
You know why I wouldn't. You know why I wouldn't take a $6 million offer? Because I would have sold it at 200 grand probably.
Well, those were $1 million right out the gate.
Okay. I would have taken the
20 and 25 ETH was what I sold these at.
That's crazy. That's so nuts. It is so hard to tell what direction.
Look at Nick's face right now.
Smash
He's doing the math
subscribe.
in his head.
Hit that like. Lick the like. Because I didn't sell this for 125,000 each. I still gotta work. Okay. So we appreciate you joining today. This has been real. It's been fun kicking it. And make sure you hit that subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Hit the like and subscribe. Listen to the Twitter Spaces Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. on Twitter. If you follow any of us, you will get access to
click on the next video when this one ends. Like, check out the next video.
Check out the next video. 100%. Catch you guys next time.